We are ready to start game number 1. Oh! The muzzle is showing here. Kingdom versus Ultra, and we are going direct into the game.
And we feel a little bit laggy. But as for the players, we have UltrA spawning as the green turret on the 12 o'clock, whereas on the left side of the map we can see Kingdom as the Protoss. So PvT for Aztec. I think that majority of Terrans don't like this map for PvT due to the fact that it's a reverse ramp map, but
Yeah, I think even Naoken told me lately that that this map is not very good for TVP, and if I remember correctly, the main issue is, like you told, the low ground area of a main, and also the big area to cover with the turrets in case of a recall in a longer stage of a game.
yeah, also the case of third expansion, because usually when you want to take the third expansion, second expansion, not the third, on the high ground, it's a mineral only. So that's not too good for a turn player. Of course, turn players can just buy vultures that are basically free. So. But still, each and every player would like to have as much gas as can, because it's required for those tech units.
And personally, I played some games against Ultra, and he is playing really well, really stable. But I know that Mr. Kingdom had third place in BSL5 League, so it's also very impressive. And he won, I think, 4-0 against Mr. Splax, so this is also very good Protoss. Maybe you know something more about him.
To be honest, I didn't see any of his games recently, or not even recently, I think at all. And I was asking and trying to read a little bit more about this player, check what kind of tournaments he took part in, although there is not so much information about him, so I'm really curious how he will play.
Yeah, but this is PvT. Every Protoss likes to play against Terran, right?
Majority of them, yeah, really majority of them. And we see that both players scouted each other, or rather will scout each other in a moment. Kingdom scouted UltrA, but UltrA is just entering Kingdom's base.
Yeah, and I think on this stage of the game it's more important for Terran to scout Protoss, because now it's up to Protoss what he will decide to do, and the Terran should adjust to this strategy, just to know if this is River, if this is fast Dark Templar, if this is fast expansion. Terran should know everything, because it's hard to defend against everything.
Yeah, basically true, but the current meta is that turn players go for a FD push or a fast expansion, whereas the Protoss players do expand themselves. So I think that this will be a standard opening.
Yeah, we are see that Cybernetic Core is spinning, so no Dark Templars, I would assume.
Oh, we have a second gateway before the third pylon, so this indicates that Kingdom will try to play a little bit more aggressively, because this would be a natural answer if he would see a double factory in the turns main, although he didn't. So this indicates, like I said, that he will play properly more aggressive.
And yeah, he will try to apply some pressure with these two gateways, and he should have around like maybe 5 or 6 dragoons when Ultra will try to make his expansion, right?
Yes, right.
But the only issue I see, as that, please correct me if I'm not correct, is that if Ultra will push a little bit with the tank, with few marines and the vulture, he will lay some mines, and it doesn't matter how many dragoons you have, you can't go through the minefield, right?
On one hand, yes, but on the other, you can try to micro it down. We need to remember that those filters will have limited number of mines, so Ultra will have to pick really precise where to plant those mines. So when Kingdom will approach the Terran's army, he will just need to shoot and go back, just micro it down.
Like a Bisu.
Like a Bisu, yeah. Quite interesting. Both players going for an expansion. You know, I for a moment there I thought that Ultra might go with some kind of sneaky drops because the expansion has each expansion, first expansion of each player has this cliff, and this is a little problematic. Okay, and we have.
He will try to snipe one tank. One shot left. He didn't shoot it, and there is a mine here. Oh, Bisu micro, one more mine. Oh, like they are too close to the natural, so without observer it will be hard to deal with it.
Yeah, but the most important factor here is that oh.
So he's still applying some pressure at least. Oh,
Those mines.
yeah, but it was not that bad for Kingdom, because if he would have like 2 more dragoons, he would snipe this tank and it would be perfect for him.
Yeah, but he didn't have, so basically he decided to do a more aggressive strategy, and it didn't do anything.
Oh yeah, now he will lose every dragoon. His expansion is delayed. Ultra added second factory, so it's 2 fact against 2 gate and Terran with expansion, so already Ultra in very sweet spot.
Yeah, I think that that Kingdom tried a mine drag, and that one, if that would work, that could be the decisive move of the game. But currently, I think that Ultra has an advantage. He's safe. He's got his expansion a little bit, even quite earlier than Kingdoms. So.
And it's never good, right? It's never good when Terran have like expansion.
You should have it more or less in the same way, but Kingdom approximately mine 100 minerals. Sorry, Ultra. Ultra mine approximately 100 minerals from each patch. So basically, he's like 700 minerals in front.
Yeah, and that's a lot for this stage of the game, but it's not decided yet because Kingdom. Look at his saturation. He has so many probes. I think he didn't stop building probes even for a while because his saturation is perfect.
It looks so, but look what Ultra is doing. Second expansion. He knows that he had an advantage, and now he decided to do a risky move, taking the next expansion. But the probe will probably see it.
Oh, this will be perfect scouting with a probe on this stage of the game. There will be observer also soon.
And now the question is if Kingdom will have anything to punish this greedy strategy.
Yeah, but this is mineral only, and I would think that Protoss is a race who would want to like make more expansions than Terran, and now Ultra, with this high ground advantage, he could be able to defend it even.
Yeah, but yes, you're right with the thing with the mineral, but remember when you've got like 500 gas and 1,000 additional minerals, you can just spam factories like Ultra is currently doing 6 factories after the next expansion. So basically, he has 2 times more factories than Protoss has gateways and another expansion.
Oh yeah. That's yeah, that's really not looking good for a Protoss. He still have like this 10 limit advantage. He will try to go for the Citadel of Adun and so probably speed for the Zealots, but 3 gateways will not out macro 6 factories, never.
Yeah, like I said at the beginning, Vultures are basically free. So when you will spam Vultures, first of all, they are like the production of Ultras is like instant. Really, the production time of a Ultra is really fast. Moreover, they cost very limited amount of money. Like they say, you have mine for 25 minerals, and the Ultra is an
For
additional
free.
bonus. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, mines can be devastating, and I'm wondering, Mr. Kingdom is adding 2 more gateways, so he will try to go with this macro approach. We don't see any Stargate, and it should be there if he will go for Arbiter, I think. Oh, some Vulture harassment.
Nice micro.
Very nice macro out of Kingdom. He will lose 2 probes overall. Oh, probably more 3 probes. So I think 3 or 4 probes overall. Not that bad for 7 Vultures.
Yeah, and 7 Vultures are like 30 seconds to do.
Yeah, that's funny.
So that's why he's taking the mineral only, and he's taking the gas natural. He's expanding like a Zerg.
Yeah,
But
exactly. He's expanding.
I think that he just feels that that he can do it, that he has advantage in this game. But look at this scan; it's just being built, so any potential dark drop or cheesy play might or fast arbiter would punish this greedy builder really fast.
Yeah, you are right, because this is like the if you would go for fast arbiter, it would be the timing of arbiter coming out. Of course, there would be no energy for stasis or recall, but there will be this invisibility which recalls gives to the units. And more probes from Kingdom. And this push is coming. There is no speed for the Zealots yet, so it will be very hard to attack this army from Kingdom perspective. But he's going for it. Oh, very nice arc overall. I think he will win this battle. I don't know how, but oh, nice mind drag.
Ultra did a mistake moving his Vultures in front, but right, this was a nice move.
Yeah, this was a distraction. I didn't expect that after having so many factories, so many money to build units, you will be able to lose an engagement so decisively. Oh, but now, Vulture harassment.
Look at those 8 probes idle in the second expansion.
Yeah, it's ready to take. He's ready to take another expansion, I think. And if Ultra will kill his like 4 probes, he don't
But
care.
there's a counter-attack.
Oh yeah, there is a counter-attack.
Oh my
I'm
God.
blind. But if he would know about this expansion of 3 o'clock, he could deny it, but he have no idea.
Because it's like not, you can't anticipate a really bold move like that.
Yeah. It's like too fast for in TVP for this kind of quick expansion.
Yes, but Kingdom has at least 3 observers next to his main army, so he could just scout wherever he wants. The whole map could be scouted, but like I said, nobody anticipates that a Terran player would expand this aggressively.
Yeah, and another big army from Terran. This is how the big macro is showing to us, because there is only this small group of units of a Protoss, and Terran is already having another big army.
Oh, those mines!
Oh my God, he trapped him, but he will lose 3 tanks, few tanks for that. Oh my God. A little bit miss micro by Kingdom, I think, but now I don't know if he got still a shot. Yeah, and 4 tanks is a very appetizing meal for Dragoons, right?
Yeah. The crucial thing for a Terran player in PvD is not to lose too many of your tanks. You can lose as much Vultures as you can, but not tanks.
Yeah, Vultures are for harassment and tanks are for killing Protoss.
Nice fights in the middle, really dynamic game.
Yeah, I really like it, because I expected that Ultra will somehow like take control in this game, especially after this beginning, and Kingdom is holding on very nicely.
You know, but I think that he plays this kind of strategy, this aggressive strategy, because he knows that he has advantage. In other circumstances, he would play a little slower, slow down the push, gather a bigger army, wait for the upgrades. So the factor that he feels that he has advantage helps Kingdom to survive, I think.
Yeah, you
The
are right.
first
He's
arbiter is off.
overextending sometimes.
Yeah. Look at that gateway placement.
It looks nice.
It looks nice, but you know the thing is that those two gateways in the middle, you can't put dragoons from them.
Oh, there will be huge battle with an arbiter. There are some mines, but there is a lot of zealots to connect with the tanks, so Kingdom might win the engagement again. Yeah, very nice macro out of our American Protoss player. But this is just not enough units. The Ultra macro is Ultra.
We have 8, 9, almost 9 factories.
It's impossible to out macro 9 factories with 9 gateways, right?
Yeah, in this moment only good static field could help.
There is Arbiter, there will be Stasis in a second. Oh, Statis, yes? No Stasis.
Yeah, static field.
Okay.
Yeah, but you know, I really would like one thing. You know why there was so... Oh my god, those mines. Ow. This really hurts.
Yeah, and this is most important base for Kingdom.
Okay, and now...
Yeah, the most important engagement. Only 5 tanks left. Oh, but the mines are dealing so much damage.
Yeah.
2-1 upgrades are ready for a Terran and 0-0-0 for Protoss. He will clear this maybe.
Yeah, eventually, but a second group of similar army composition goes to the same place.
The reinforcements is just too brutal, and now we can see the difference in the supplies. This is 40 limit advantage for a Terran. I think only with carriers you can now try to fight back.
Yeah.
With that limit advantage for a Terran.
Okay, I think we can call this a game.
Look at this probe gas, it's yellow under the recall. I didn't know about it. We are still learning from Brood War. Mass vehicle stuff and other things. +1 already for a Protoss, but it's not enough. And he's still making so many units. This is so many factories. He even launched another expansion, so this is like 4 mining bases Terran.
You never want to be in a situation like that.
Yeah, the arbiters are helping probes to survive.
Yeah, but Kingdom should use those arbiters a little bit better. Quite frequently, and we have GG. Quite frequently, he used, for example, a spell or attacked with the arbiter, and the arbiter was placed in such manner that it didn't give the invisibility to the rest of units. So, and taking into account that scan isn't infinite and doesn't work too long, that could be a useful thing to have on your side.
Yeah, and he didn't use this like lack of scan of Protoss, and he was able to like out macro. It looks like he wanted to fight like a Zerg, just pure macro. That's pure army fighting. But oh, I'm not in the channel. So we are after the game number 1. Ultra won on Aztec. And set 2 will be on Eddie, and I don't know what to think about this map in PvT. Maybe you know what to expect, Mr. Mazur.
It's difficult to say, you know. Taking into account the way that UltrA plays. So if he'll play the same macro style, this could be really beneficial for him. Moreover, the big amount of these strange cliffs, ridges, upper, the cliffs, it's difficult to fight against a siege terrain on those kind of maps.
Yeah, I especially like that's why I asked this question, because I saw that there is like this problem with with so many cliffs, when I think it gives advantage to a terrain, right? So many
Yeah,
cliffs.
I would say that this is a little bit turn favored map. I mean, I don't want to say that it's imbalanced or something, but it's the map composition gives a little bit edge to the turn player.
Yeah.
On the
so
other
it-
hand, the Protoss army also can use those ridges. Okay.
yeah, and there is islands, so carriers might be useful. Okay, but
Yeah.
we are going to the game number 2. Let's go.
Eddie. Game number 2. Eddie.
I need to change this.
And we have, again, PvT, UltrA spawning in the top right position as the grown terrain, whereas as the red Protoss player, we have Kingdom on the bottom right position. So, close positions, not cross map. Quite
Like
interesting
Ultra
if any one of them will decide to play an aggressive strategy.
I think if anyone will decide to do it, it will be probably Kingdom, right? Because the Protoss... Oh, Terran also have possibilities. We saw the game of last against Rain, 2 factories, and pretending to go for expansion. Very smart build, works only for a good player, but also Terran have opportunity to go for aggressive build.
Yeah, but it's easier to scout that Protoss is going for an aggressive build than the Terran player, because usually the opening is always the same. So each and every one of majority of Terrans go directly to the factory, and then is the decision. If he goes expansion, second factory, dropships, anything. But usually at that point the scouting pro dies. Okay, we have standard openings as for now. No fast expansions yet. Of course, Ultra can go. Okay. Caster's Curse, right? I said Ultra can go for a fast expansion, and at the same time he went for a refinery. So
Another map with a low ground. I don't know what about these map makers. Why they like this low ground so much.
yeah, I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday, that there's a lot of map with much reverse ramps.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday.
Current meta.
Yeah, changing meta, because I think that meta is given by the maps in StarCraft these days. Because game is so perfect that you don't need to make anything more with it. So the only thing you can change is maps the players are playing.
I'm not too sure about it. Of course, it supports some openings, but for example, from a Protoss point of view, currently a lot of players play River Tech, double shuttle speed, etc., those pros. But that's nothing new. I mean, in the only factor that could decide about it in terms of the map is the big scope, big area of the main where you have to do a lot of turrets. But on the other hand, a lot of players play robotics and reavers back in the days when we had normal maps. Maybe each and every one of them is normal, but standard maps.
The strategy. I mean, they used to play weavers, but they are not playing weavers like now. I mean, with that good of a micro. And I think the biggest change on the maps with the time flowing is that there are always 9 mineral patches or 10 in the main base.
Yeah.
And I used to play tournament organized by LM Master. It was on 2002-2003 maps, and it was like there was a map I played with True Touch when there was 7 minerals and they was so far away from the hatchery that I couldn't know what to do. I mean, there was even these islands when we have 7 mineral patches, and I think True Touch had better position and he was able to sneak hatchery. We both go for 9 pool layer and he was able to mine money for the hatchery with the same amount of drone and same strategy. So
yeah, I think that the first map that was created with 9 mineral patches in terms of a normal tournament maps was Nostalgia, I think.
Oh, Nostalgia. So that's why there was no gas in the expansion. They thought it would be too much to handle, maybe.
Okay, and what do we see here? Back to the game, standard expansion, but Ultra went for vultures, not for the tank.
Yeah, he sneaked one vulture over here and he's waiting for Kingdom to move out. This STV will see the Dragoons and the vulture is immediately going to the Kingdom base. I don't know when Dragoons will pop out. There will be one Dragoon to hold the ramp, but will he realize that he should do it? Let's see what will be his reaction. No, he's not realizing.
Points.
Oh, but also Ultra is not going for the main base. I think he lost opportunity of killing much more probes.
Yeah, he's afraid of mines. Now a mine drag, a huge mine drag.
Yeah, he could do the best mine drag of his life now. But the micro is very good from Mr. Kingdom. Oh, this mine drag helped. I mean, this mine helped. There was even no drag. Yeah, and there are no mines anymore. Thank you for the follows, boys and girls.
This looks really good for
That hurts.
Protoss player.
Yeah, but it looks Ultra lost 4 SCVs. In the same time, Kingdom is going for expansion. He's not teching into anything, but he's applying so much pressure. Oh, he's trying to go mine drag for these SCVs.
This is a little bit mismicro. He could the Protoss player should target. Oh my god! Should target down those mines when they are placed, and that's in that way the Terran player isn't able to put any mine.
Yeah, 2 Dragoons shoot to deny mines, and especially if there is only one vulture laying them, and this tank will die immediately after 2 shots of these 4 tanks, and it's very bad position for Mr. Ultra.
Yeah, this is the power of 2 gate. And I think that Ultra delayed those mines a little bit. They should be a little bit faster, and then the game could go totally different.
Yeah, but Kingdom is showing us why would you need Observer against mines? You can go straight Mass Dragoons and it should work still. Oh, but there is still hope maybe for Ultra. He lost so many SCVs, but he have 2 factories, so maybe he will be able to do something.
Yeah, but he's lost quite a number of SCVs, and potentially the command center will burn down.
Yeah, it will, because you can't land because of Battlecruiser NORAD 2.
My god, I can't look at it.
Ultra is trying, but he's losing more and more with every attempt of moving out.
Okay, then this is the reverse ramp issue. To go against Protoss army up the ramp is really difficult. You have 4 gates going from the Protoss player.
Yeah, he's just stabilizing his position. But Ultra is not giving up, he's still producing STVs, so there is still a hope. in Chile.
And the CC has 10 HP.
Mr. Clooney S. Come on, Ultra, don't be bad manner. Write GG and quit. No, Mr. Clooney. They should play to the end because there is still a hope. Imagine that if that would be a flash. You would still be afraid that Protoss will lose. So imagine that this is a flash. Oh, flash SCVs are coming.
Okay.
Oh, he'll try to surround these dragoons.
And it will work.
Yeah, at least for...
Oh!
Yeah, he damaged 2 of them almost to the death.
But look, he's got at least a group of goons back home. 8, 9.
Yeah, and Observer with that,
10.
so even if he will lay mines... Oh, the SCVs are going for the attack, so that's why Mr. Ultra was building them. No more factories for Terra and barracks died. Even with the siege mode, I think it would be possible to bust this as a Protoss.
Yeah.
Very nice micro from a kingdom. He splitted the army and he have an observer with him.
And we have the GG.
GG. Very nicely done.
I think, like I said, I think that the problem was that he delayed a little bit his mines. If those mines would be placed right before the Protoss player approached the Terra, that would go totally different.
And so we have a score 1-1, and the last map will be Selfie.
I must say that those are relatively fast games, taking into account that this is a PvT.
Oh yeah, you are right. The PvT, like, how long are we streaming? Like half an hour maybe?
Yeah.
And we have already 1-1 score. The third map, Selfie.
Selfie, yeah. But on the other hand, you know that we had everything prepared before we started. Players banned their maps before the stream started, so we didn't waste any time on this.
Yeah, you are right. We didn't waste any time. We know what will be map number 1, number 2, and number 3, and we are already going to the game number 3 on Selfie, so prepare for battle.
And again, PvT, red Terran player, UltrA from Chile, and the representative of US, Kingdom. Out there, position 12 o'clock. I really like what the map makers made with the spawning positions, that the probes are just probes, drones, SCVs spawn on the top side of the Nexus hatchery or CC on the 12 o'clock. Because usually they would spawn on the bottom, yeah. This shows how perfect Brood War is, because this is like a marginal thing. To be honest, if someone that doesn't know anything about Brood War would hear about this, he would say, "What are you doing? Why are you doing it? It's nothing. It's like what 1 second of difference."
Yeah, it's like Formula 1. Like 1 second matters a lot in Brood War. And the map without any high ground, almost like we was talking yesterday, there are only 3 expansions on the high ground, and this like semi high grounds with another 3 expansions. Should it give advantage to some race from your perspective?
I think not. I believe that this is a pretty balanced map, even for each and every race, and I think for a majority of the matchups. So from all the new maps, I think this is the one I like the most, at least from observing players that play on it, because I didn't play a single game on it.
Yeah, we will see what the players will bring for us, because Kingdom, in both games he played double gateway, right? Double gateway before the expansion.
Yes. Probably this is his standard build or opening. It's a good opening. You can go it in various of different ways. You can do a bulldog strategy, so 6 guns and 4 zealots with a shadow. You can go aggressively like Kingdom is doing. You can expand behind it and be safe. So this is a relatively good strategy.
But in the last game he was able to win probably because of UltrA choice, because he chosen to go for this vulture build, and it was perfect for Kingdom strategy. Let's see what will be the move from UltrA, because if he will go for fast expansion with a tank, with a siege mode, I think this double gateway will not be as effective as it was on Eddie.
I think you might be right, but basically both orders from the last game were the decisions decided about the game. I think no one had an advantage just by the build order.
Yeah, you are right. The execution matters a lot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't just go for a good build order, because I'm doing it for 10 or 15 years. I'm going for the same build orders as Joydonk and Larva. It's never
and
working.
It doesn't work. Why?
Yeah,
it doesn't work?
What am I doing wrong? It's even the map is the same. Yeah, but
we can see that this game, Kingdom decided to go one gate into robotic facility. And UltrA checks for any kind of proxy gateways, robotics, DTs. That's a nice game sense, because 2 previous games we had 2 gates and currently he played 1.
yeah, he played 1 and he played for faster robotics facility. He's not going for the expansion. I would like to see the Dragoons step forward a little bit, just to deny any scouting of STV, just to let UltrA think that this is fast expansion. I think it would give this robotics facility a little bit more potential to do damage.
Yeah, but we see a follow-up with a second gateway, so probably we'll have 2 gateways supported by an observer.
But look,
or
also,
a bulldog.
Also UltrA is playing mind games. Kingdom is seeing 4 marines only, but there are 4 marines more and a tank in the back, so probably Kingdom will not expect that kind of aggression from UltrA. Do you think it will be second tank, maybe?
I think he will have a second tank and then vultures, but this strategy is a perfect counter for the option that the UltrA is playing, because Proleague player will have guns from 2 gateways, an observer, so enough army to defend, and enough army and an observer, so tech, to fight with the mines.
Yeah, but there will be only 4 Dragoons against overall 8 Marines, 2 tanks and 2 STVs, and if UltrA will put bunker over there, it will not be as easy to defend it.
Yeah, that's why the Protoss players always go forward to micro down the Terran army, to snipe an SV, a Marine, a tank possibly. Okay, so, and UltrA's and Kingdom seizes. Why he's going back?
I don't know, he should go forward, I think. Maybe he's waiting for 2 more Dragoons. So he's microing as good as he can. Oh, I think this is enough Dragoons, right? Look at this micro.
And now, kill those tanks.
Yeah, 75% of the chat thinks that Kingdom will win. And it looks like they might be right, but it's not so obvious.
Nice micro,
Nice micro.
Move those 2 guns back, not to explode on the mines.
Yeah, but it looks like a huge aggression from UltrA, but in the same time, he's already like almost halfway done with the expansion. He's adding another factory.
Yeah, but Kingdom could play 2 expansions now, even 3, without any punishment. And to be honest, with the observer and 5 guns, he can deny the expansion. A lot depends on the micro.
Yeah, you're right, there is only 1 tank, and with this Dragoons, when he will snipe, there is only 1 map. Oh, but UltrA realized that he is in problem. Oh, he will try to go for it. Oh, he will be in range with it. So tank will
Nice.
fall. Nicely done, he felt it. Yeah, Kingdom is playing this game like a boss, and I thought that UltrA is a favorite in this group, but it will be not that easy for him to advance. This is a third spot in BSL Proleague. It's not easy to achieve that.
And another tank will fall.
Yeah, very important unit.
Done. Nicely done.
Yeah, overextension from UltrA is being punished. Yeah, and now it will be 5. I don't think that UltrA should go and try to defend this base. He should go fly back home. Yeah, that's what he's doing, and maybe try to move out, because you don't want to lose these 7 SCVs just to like kill few Dragoons right now.
Kingdom now is in a great spot.
Yeah,
We see a probe in the second expansion, so probably he'll follow up with a next gateway, and we see a support bay back in home, so he will try to harass UltrA a little bit more. That was a great execution of a good strategy.
Yeah, one of UltrA will go and snipe the area where Kingdom is going towards UltrA, so this is a small thing which UltrA can do, and it can work.
But look at the observer placement. Kingdom sees everything.
Yeah, and he's going for the tank now. But yeah, this is a little bit overextension because there will be 3 tanks now, so I think yeah, taking third expansion is a smart idea. Oh, he'll try to snipe one tank.
And move back.
Yeah, but he lost, I think, like 5 Dragoons to do it.
Yeah, but still, I think he's in a decent position. Now the river comes, and Kingdom is putting additional gateways. He has expansion. Now he needs to stabilize and do his echo, go farther with the tech, and try to do as much pressure with and harass with the river as he can.
Yeah, but especially that there is nothing in the main base to defend against this shuttle, against this river, and if he will unsiege mode these tanks, the Dragoons can come and try to kill the vultures. So, oh yeah, he's not expecting that river. 2 kills.
Oh, 1, 2, 2.
5 overall.
Okay. Not bad.
Yeah, and a lot of mining time is being lost. Also, a lot of SCVs fall due to defense of this natural expansion, so every SCV is precious. This shuttle looks like he don't know what to do. I'm trapped.
Yeah. Will he drop on the mine? Oh, I thought for the moment.
So this river didn't do too much, but that it delayed a lot of mining time.
Yeah, but just just the threat that there is a river means that the third player has to divide his army to secure his main and the expansion. He can move out, so Kingdom can feel totally safe, go further with the tech, with the expansion, with his eco. That is a really good position for the Protoss player.
Yeah, and I think the best option for UltrA now is try to make maybe 5 factories and then try to move out, but he's going for it right now, and I don't know what to think about it. Oh no, he's just pretending.
I must say that the only thing that I don't fully like is that Kingdom is really late with his Arbiter tech. He's going relatively fast for the speed zealots, although the tech for the Arbiters is really delayed. And taking into account the game, what's going on in the game, Arbiters could be like another thing that could give advantage to them.
Yeah, definitely. This is another step into the tech, into the higher tech. But there is no Stargate, right? Yet.
No.
So, but so many gateways already.
Look at the saturation. This game, I think that Kingdom doesn't have as good saturation as he had in the prior 2 games.
Maybe in the main base, but look at the third base. There is like 12 STV, 12 probes for 6 mineral patches. The natural, yeah, they could be better, but overall it's not that bad. Oh, but the vultures are dying before laying these precious mines. So I think Kingdom is now waiting for Ultra when Ultra will try to take third expansion, and then he will try to punish him, right?
Yeah.
There is no chance of attacking on into siege mode tanks in the natural.
To be honest, I think that Kingdom might max out in like 4 or 5 minutes, and then I think this could be possible.
Yeah, he's in trouble because he put the gateways very nicely, but I don't see a position for much more gateways overall.
And the map presence of the Protoss player is relatively weak. Look at those mines. When he had the army in front of the Terra's base, he could just go and kill all of those mines that the Terran player placed with those vultures that run by.
Yeah, he wouldn't have to take care of them right now, and he would deny Ultra scouting. This is very important shuttle, yeah.
2 rivers.
That's a sad loss. This was the most tech, like this is the highest tech of Kingdom in one shuttle.
Yeah, but we can see the Arbiter Tribunal going down right now. But look at the map presence. Like I said, no observer nowhere. Kingdom isn't aware of what is going on the map. That is a problem.
Yeah.
When you're a Protoss player, you have to get the observers, and you have to know what's going on in the game.
You can't let Terran play their own the game. And now look at the supplies. They are not so good for a Protoss. I mean, he still have 50 limit advantage, but now he's losing like 20 or 10 at least. Yeah, and one bad engagement, and it would be not that easy for Mr. Kingdom. So Ultra is playing this game from a behind, but really nice execution of, like considering on how bad of a position he was, he's playing this game very nicely.
Yeah, I agree. We have 1-0 upgraded tanks, whereas the Brothers player has nothing, and he doesn't gather gas from any of the 3rd and 4th expansions.
Yeah, he's just making a lot of units.
Yeah, and he will need those gas extractors, simulators, and in general gas for the arbiters.
So do you think Ultra is waiting for 2-0 for 1-1 upgrade, or?
I think yeah. That's the key. He has 6 factories, a secure expansion. It's starting to get a little bit more even, although I believe that Kingdom has still the advantage.
Yeah, especially that Arbiter should come out in few seconds. It would be the best for him to fight with the Arbiter, but now the biggest... Oh, he shouldn't attack into siege mode the tank maybe, but yeah, the mines are not on the map right now, and so many Zealots are flanking the Terran army. Very good execution of the attack by Mr. Kingdom.
Yeah, really nice.
Yeah, all the tanks are dying. Of course, a lot of Protoss army also died, but the Zealots now are fighting the mines. Oh, overall, but look at the supplies. The difference is the same like before the fight. This is 50 supply advantage for Kingdom, so it's better for Kingdom overall because he have bigger production possibility, better economy, and his primary tech, his best tech is already coming.
And the probe transfer to the newest expansion of the Protoss player probably will be destroyed.
Yeah, if he will not realize that he should go back with these probes. Oh, now, yeah, this is very good move by UltrA.
This isn't a game changer, but is a step in that direction.
Yeah, only 30 limit advantage right now. So UltrA is doing whatever he can. He still have some minerals in the main base. Of course, his saturation in the natural is not the best, but
I must say that I don't like one thing, maybe another, because I said earlier about one thing that I didn't like. At this point of the game, he should have up speed. This,
oh, yeah.
If you have up speed, you won't lose goes to some random mines later on the map.
yeah, that's true. You should do it, especially that he's moving every observer with his army, where I think it should be like used as an overload, where you are putting them in different positions just to have vision.
Yeah.
This one
Correct.
Dragoon is checking still that UltrA is not taking this mineral only on 6 o'clock, but command center is being built, so, and STV is also waiting on 3 o'clock, so if UltrA will secure one more expansion, this game will not be as easy to win for Mr. Kingdom.
Yeah, it's starting to get, like I said, more and more even. UltrA is went up to 9 factories versus 9 gateways, so this isn't a good position for the Protoss player.
He knows about it, so he's adding more gateways right now. He sent many probes to this third expansion. There are some cannons, but UltrA is very active with the vultures.
Yeah, because he wants to buy time, and if there will be a possibility to snipe a High Templar, kill some Zealots, Dragoons with those mines, that will be just an additional bonus. But now he needs time.
Yeah, and he's even not mining gas from his third expansion.
And fourth and fifth.
Oh, I mean UltrA. Yeah,
Oh,
you are right.
okay.
Kingdom is also not mining gas from his. Like, he have gases assimilators at least, so he will probably start mining that soon. But I would like to see like 10 more gateways from him. This is necessary. You should build like more gateways, because if you will lose your army, then it will be impossible to reproduce it.
Yeah,
fast.
you need to have an instant remax, and
Recall! Recall is coming! Recall! Oh, huge recall!
And in a moment, the second arbiter will have energy for another recall.
Yeah, and it will be also very scary. And I think this is the best position for Protoss to attack maybe the third base. Maybe Stasis.
Those units.
Stasis! Oh! He's arbiter! Oh. Recalling on top! Why would you do that?
Yeah, a better option would be to freeze those units at the entrance.
Oh,
then
my
each and
God.
every factory could be killed.
And now not having too many gateways might be very problematic. It was very good attempt. If there would be more Zealots, maybe, but the goons are dying so quickly. Oh, but he is killing the third base, so this is a good move for Mr. Kingdom. Huh. Yeah, but there is mineral only, so he transferred the cities there. But I need to say, UltrA is doing a very good job playing from behind all game and still being able to threaten winning the game.
Kingdom should have at least additional 10 gateways in the other location. Look how cute Kingdom is trying to trap the army of the Protoss player.
Yeah, and there is so many Zealots. If he will run back to his natural, it will be devastating.
Oh, will
Yeah,
we
he
see
is
a lot-
going for it. Oh, he's taking every mine. This was so precious for Ultra. He must be so happy now.
Okay, we'll see a recall and the mineral only. All or yeah,
Yeah, recall.
micro recall.
But there is every tool Ultra needs to defend it, and even every Arbiter will die probably because Kingdom is not escaping with them. So he still got this supply advantage, but Ultra is defending every punch he's attacking him with.
I feel like Kingdom doesn't know what to do.
Yeah, you're right. It's that point of a game that it's hard to win a straight up fight against Terran, maybe, for at least in his head. That Terran is having so big army that it's hard to fight in the middle, and so he's trying to bite him from every single direction he can. And now,
But he's maxed out. He could just throw recall after a recall, then attack the army. So
yeah, this will be probably the final engagement. 200 Protoss against 150 Terran. There are a lot of Zealots. 2-1 upgrades, very good upgrades for a Protoss, I would say. Oh, this 9's Mind Rack, yeah, out macro, I think. GG from Mr.
And we
Wood.
have a GG. Nice game. Nice game. Really
Yeah.
good play by Kingdom.
Definitely.